Welcome back, friends and family. This is Della V, and if it's your first time you're meeting me, karibu sana. How are you doing? I hope so. You people are doing fine. I'm doing fine as well. In this channel, we talk about everything growth. If you are running a business, you have a small business, or you're trying to grow a personal brand, this channel is for you. I created this specifically for people like you. So today, as you can see from the topic of the video, we're going to talk about the top 10 lessons I've learned from running my small business. If you don't know, I have a skincare brand called Divi Organics, which is a local skincare brand which has been doing so well. It's 3 years old right now. We are moving to our 4th year, and so far this business is 95% online. My clients are 95% online clients. So there's some of the lessons that I've learned along the way. So the top 10 ones that I'm going to give in this video might help you if you want to start your business, or if you're running and you're looking to thrive online, you can pick from this. So let's just dive right into it. Yeah. Number one lesson: start small. I've written them down in this laptop, and I'll be reading as I explain as we go. If you have any inquiry, you can ask them down in the comment section below. So the first one: start small, start smart. Don't wait for everything to be perfect, and start with what you have so that you can test your idea and you can perfect it as you go. What does this mean? I think most of the time we are always worried about, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have enough resources, I don't have good lighting, or I don't have a team. But I will tell you, I sometimes I wish I started the business earlier, because the people who have started way before me are way far ahead in life that I am typically. What does that mean? Before I launched Divi in 2022, I'd been wanting to do it for the longest time. So I could easily do it in 2019 or in 2020, but I kept on procrastinating. Like, I don't still know this, I don't still know this, which I still didn't know even by the time I was launching it anyway. So my advice to you, if you're thinking of starting it, start from what you have. If you're thinking of going into content, start with your phone, just record, then you'll perfect it as you go. There's a quote that says, yours is to start, then perfection will come later. And that's one thing that I think I live by right now. Going back, I wish I could do it way earlier. Number two, cash flow is king. What do I mean by this? Your business can be very profitable, but if you have poor cash flow, you can easily kill that business. And this is very true, because sometimes most businesses, especially small businesses, research confirms that 95% of small businesses die within first year of creation, and the ones that stay, most of them don't pass the 5-year line. And you find that most of the time, what kills these businesses is not that the fact that they are not solving any issue or they're not profitable. They are profitable, but cash flow is poor. So check on your cash flow. Profits might look good on paper, but without proper cash flow management, your business can still collapse. So just know your numbers, track your expenses, know your profit margins, and get good ways of maintaining cash flow. I'd rather sell 10 products consistently per week that gives me a profit of 5 bob than sell 2 products in a month that gives me a profit of 100. I don't know if that makes sense, because of cash flow, right? Okay, number 3, because I want us to move quick fast. Your customers are your best teachers. And I don't know how much I can emphasize on this, but your customers will tell you what they need and how they want to be treated and how they want to be served. So if you can listen to your clients, you'll start, yes, you'll meet people, you'll meet the clients, but now they'll teach you on how to serve them. Literally, you listen to their feedback, their complaints, their praise. They'll teach you what's working and what needs fixing. So if you're willing to learn, that's gonna be your best teacher. So when I started Divi, we started with some products that I even discontinued way later. Why? Because they were garnering more negative feedback than they were getting positive feedbacks, and this comes from mostly oils. As we were starting, as we were launching, I launched some oils for this face, and mostly the people we are targeting are people with skin concerns like acne, and you find that mostly acne prone skin don't do well with oils on the face. So just from that, we decided to just continue them. Then even in small feedbacks like, we would want your response to be as quick as this, or we would love to get to 24-hour customer care service, of which I've tried to implement that. Right now we're at from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the night, but I'm working towards getting this to be able to move 24 hours. For people who are ordering from things like website, they can easily do that because you can check in, order whatever you want, and just with check out from the app without necessarily talking to a third party. But this just came from the fact that these are complaints that clients receive. There are those people who are usually just active at night, and that's when they want to purchase. So listening to them has helped me better my business, and also serve them better and give them value. So listen to your customers. The way they do say your child will teach you how to raise him or her, it comes to business as well. Your client will teach you what they want and how to do it. Okay, number 4, marketing is non-negotiable. I wish I could emphasize that hard enough, but marketing is what will move your product. It doesn't matter. They say in marketing, okay, this is my field, so I know a lot and I've learned a lot. But one thing that stood out to me the most is like, most products that sells are not the best products, but they're the products that people see every day. I hope that sinks in. The best selling products are not necessarily the best quality, but they are the products that are available to people and that people are on people's eyes every day. So that means visibility. Anything that promotes your products, or anything that ensures that there's consistent communication between your brand and the people you're trying to appeal to, that's marketing, and it's non-negotiable. There are various ways of marketing that I don't want to go into. If you want to take a marketing class, halami, but that's an non-negotiable. Your products are great, but they won't sell themselves. So be loud about your brand. You can leverage on social media right now. With the social media, it's very good because you get to access a vast number of people with very little resources, and at the same time. So that's a really good thing for business, especially if you're trying to reach wider audience and you still don't have a lot of money or resources to be able to market. You leverage on social media. It's a fair ground right now for everyone, so there's no excuse. Set money aside for marketing if you can. The way you set aside money for starting the business also, I wish someone told me that. Actually, set aside money for marketing, very important. You can't do that's on lesson 5. You can't do everything alone, so outsource whatever you can. I think the first year of being in business drained me so much because I was trying to juggle everything alone, and it's so hard, especially if you've been used to doing things by yourself. And these are 3 independent women. Please sit down and relax. Let someone do whatever they can do to help you, and just focus on what you are best at doing. I wish I spent a lot of time being in the DMs, replying to clients, instead of creating content for marketing so that my business could peak faster. So it peaked slowly because I was spending a lot of energy doing the things that I could easily outsource other people to do for me. The whole of the first year, I could easily get someone to help me handle the social media, being in clients' DM, the calls, but I insisted because I felt like I'm the one who can do it better, which is wrong. There are people out there who've been trained to do that work and they can do it for you better, and you focus on your strength, and that will help the business even move faster. So outsource if you can. If you're starting out and maybe you're having limited resources, it's okay, you can try do them alone. But if possible, please release yourself, outsource. We are at number 6. Yeah, we're at number 6. Set boundaries early. That's things like boundaries with the people you work with, the people who are helping you, and also boundaries with your clients, because some clients will come to test you, and they'll come to test you, to test your patience, to test your morals. So it's good to set boundaries, things that are acceptable in your business and things that you know that are not acceptable in your business. So this is your child, you treat them, you raise them how you want them to be. So the same will apply to your clients. If you raise them like, okay, you people shall only buy when I'm giving discounts, they'll get used to that, and that's what will happen. Every time they'll come, they'll be asking for discounts. And if that's something that's going to make you slow down, maybe in terms of profits or lower your profit margins, you need to check on that. In other words, your clients will treat your business how you teach them to treat the business. So be keen and be careful on what you put out there and how you handle them, and set boundaries so that both of you can benefit from it. They usually say client is right. I usually say it's a willing buyer, a willing seller. That's the aspect of a business. So that's just for me. You can also set your rules that works for you in your business, but I'm just giving guidance. You can tweak them to cater for your own needs in terms of what you're trying to achieve. That we are at number 7 right now. And however much this cringy might feel, but not every sale is worth it. I do say that however much we are in business and we're trying to make money and we're trying to give an impact, but it shouldn't come at an expense of your own peace, which is the most expensive thing on this earth. So if anything is coming at an expense of your own peace, I would say leave it, let it go. Some clients are more trouble than they are worth, and that's so true. So learn to say no. And the wrong client can really drain your energy and hurt your business reputation. There are clients that you'll meet that they have the expectations are this high and the budget is this low. Very, very important. Learn to understand them, learn to know them, and learn to just say no. You can say no respectfully. You don't have to quarrel back with them. You don't have to talk nasty back at them. You just state your rules and stay. For example, maybe this is one of the things I've experienced mostly. Some clients order. Now when they order, they want the world to stop and you to deliver that product ASAP. They don't understand that they are not the only people you are dealing with, and that you can't be sending one order at the same time, and maybe you don't send these orders. It's your rider or your delivery guy you come for these orders. So for example, the way you do at DV, we send orders once or twice every day. That's in the morning and also in the afternoon. So all the orders that have been ordered at night are sent in the morning, and then all the orders that have been ordered between that afternoon are sent in the evening. So that's just the schedule. So sometimes the client will be like, okay, I need it right now. They're not willing to pay for a door-to-door delivery so that you can order for them a ride and it goes straight to where they are. They just want the normal way, maybe via Pickup Mtaani, another company is in charge of that delivery, but now they're going to pressurize you, give you a million calls, start calling you nasty names. Just refund. I just do refund and just sit back, which is very okay, because not every sale is worth it, especially if it's costing you peace of mind. So learn to know that as well. All right, number 8, you can pivot when necessary. When something isn't working, change it. Adapt to trends, data, and customer needs. So this is more about flexibility as a survival skill in business. Very important. It's gonna be hard, especially when you're attached to the business or attached to whatever you're doing, to pivot, but it will save you a lot of time, also a lot of energy. They do say that if you realize that you're on the wrong train, the longer you stay, the more expensive it's gonna become to return back home, and the more time you'll waste. So just alight from where you are. The earlier the better. It's the same with business. If you realize that there's something you did, maybe in terms of expansion, and it's not working, and you've realized that it's been 5 years, this business, you're just giving it, it's not giving you back, and you don't see the potential of it doing so, just pivot. Just pivot. You say that maybe that God doesn't want you to do that business, or people don't need that really, and however much you're attached to it, it might not be the right thing or at the right time. You remember I said at some point I had to put DV aside, get into a side hustle to get the funds so that I can come back and reinvest in the business. It was clear that it was just taking from me. The business was too young. I expected a lot from it, and I had to pause and do something else that could get me money that I needed to survive. Then later on, it bought me the freedom to come back and invest in in DV now. So sometimes it's very necessary to do that. Apart from that, there's also another story. When I opened the branch in Parklands, that was like our main office. I opened it, and then I was very worried about where the finances will come to help me keep up with the rent, because before then we were basically operating online. Then we had a shelf in town, so the expenses were low. But now this time we're having a whole office, and then also I was just very scared. So I'm like, I introduced services like furnished the old place, renovated it, and then I said to help me get money, products alone won't be able to keep up with the rent and the expenses, the employees and stuff. So I had to get in or introduce other services that could help raise revenue for these extra expenses. So that's when I went into things like waxing. I bought machines, fat freezing, and all that stuff. It was a whole office, and our office furnished and also equipped. I imported the machines actually. Then I also hired the employees to be able to do these jobs because I don't know how to wax and stuff. So brought in people for waxing, people to use the machineries. A month went by, no customers. The two, and then you pay these people that you've hired to help you do this job. So I was like, TV was at the verge of now collapsing again for the second time after we just launched our main office. Then I said, what? I've had these fields, this is not working. I had to close down the services and just focus on products, lay down some people, and then just re-strategize like immediately. And that's when we started doing pop-up events for the products. Right now we're still doing facials, we're just focusing on the skin, but the things like fat freezing and all that, we called them off because that's not what our clients wanted. It was a hard pill to swallow, but yeah, that was money wasted and time and effort. But yeah, in business it's a risk. You can lose or gain, and that was a loss, and you take your losses and move forward. The earlier the better. So pivot when necessary. Lesson number 9: take breaks to avoid burnout. And I think this is to me myself as well. Take breaks to avoid burnout. Rest is as productive as work. Equal rest, equal work. That's how it works. Definitely. So as a founder, you are the one who is holding the vision of the business. You're the one who sees or steering it to where the direction where this is supposed to be. So it's so easy for you because you're the one who sees where you need to be, to underestimate or to underestimate whatever you do. You think it's very tiny and you need to work this extra hard to get to where you are. So you don't even stay in the moment, and most of the time you can overwork yourself and burn out. When you're working out of burnout, especially if you're a creative, you don't create at all. It becomes work, and it might make you start resenting whatever you are doing. So rest is very productive. And one thing I've learned, most of my most productive ideas that have come with that has helped my business grow, they come when I'm resting. Typically on the times I'm not doing anything, on the days I'm just like relaxing, that's when those ideas come. Also, God speaks to you when you're in solitude. So rest, prioritize rest. Also, one thing I've learned over time, that once your business grows or your business is growing, there will always be something to be done. So the list won't stop. Once you're growing a business or growing your personal brand, there is always something to be done next. So the to-do list is endless. So you have to stop yourself. You have to actually schedule days and time to rest so that you can give yourself the break to avoid burnout. This will help you be more productive in the long run. 10, at number 10, finally, invest in your business. I don't know how much I can emphasize that, but invest in business. Register to that course if you have to, go back to school if you have to, pay mentors, improve yourself for your business. Your business can grow as much as you've grown. So it's the reason why they say businesses are spiritual is because it's you testing yourself literally. So it can only grow as much as you've grown yourself. So I remember once when I started DV, I was looking for a solution for myself. So when I found it, I was selling products, but I didn't have like the knowledge of what skin is, how does that work, why is this acne different from this acne, what are those types of acne, what are ingredients and what do they do. All that information I had to teach myself. At some point I had to register to a course at Beauty Point, at BTI, that is BTI in full is Beauty Therapy Training Institute. I don't know, but if you know, I graduated last year around December with certificate in beauty therapy as a skin specialist. So it's very important. That's a course that costed me. It's a course that costed me quite some money. Yeah, but it was an investment I was making for my business, which is very necessary. So invest in yourself, invest in the business, get all the necessary knowledge you need in that field. Travel if you have to, but do it for your business. It will pay off, literally. Trust me, you. Last time, this is a bonus tip. The last one, the bonus tip is have your why at the back of your mind all the time you are doing your business, so that every time you get frustrated, you can go back to your why. It's very important. There will be hard days, sales will dip or go low, people will disappoint you, the doubt will creep back in. In those moments, remembering why you started and why you're doing what you're doing will keep you going and grounded. That's why I do say it's very important to invest in something you're passionate about, because it's easier to do it even if the money factor is not in. So always have your why. Why did I start Divi? Because I want to impact people's life, boost self-esteem and confidence, so that women can feel more beautiful and more confident in their skin. So even if challenges come, that's what I still want to do, and that no amount of money can pay for that. So know your why and carry it through. If you have any tips that you've learned in your business, or you have any further question, you can drop them in the comment section below. And thank you for watching this. Ensure you leave a like and a subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.